Good morning, everyone. It's Lonnie. We're in the shed, and it is time to pull some orders. I already got a listed, let's see, this, and this. I listed these three things. That's my 3 items I'm going to list before I do any other work. That is done. So I'll just put this stuff up, and then we'll pull. It's only 2 items. Sales have definitely cooled off a tad. I've only got 2 items going out. Alrighty, first item. No, not the shed line. Shed line is staying. I think the shed line, I'm not sure if the shed line is even for sale anymore. Unbury this thing. This little frosty air fan, which is really cool. I mean, this is an awesome little fan. Oh man, this is my, oh. Cord's back there. This little guy, it's a 9-inch diameter fan, but the way the base is like real tight to it like that. Here, I'll run it. If y'all haven't seen this before, man, this thing is just like super smooth and quiet. And it blows hard. It does not have a switch. Look how smooth that is. Y'all can't tell, but it's blowing pretty hard. It's also able to cut your fingers off, I think. So anyway, what did I get for this little guy? I got $66.49 plus shipping on top. All right, sold a black and white figure. Jai Lee. I almost think it's this one, but the name isn't correct on the box. Let me go back and look. What does this thing look like? Yeah, that's it, right? Let's see. It's very similar to this, if it's not that. Jai Lee, Batman black and white by Jai Lee. All right. Ah, I see it now. There it is. Okay, yeah, this sold for $66.49. I think I had it on one of these weird 5% sales I've been running. Yeah, $66.49 plus shipping on top. Already packed the fan. Did a little Frankenbox action just to give a little more size. I bubble wrapped the you-know-what out of the fan to protect the blades, and then I packed it up. I used some paper for void fill. Some good packing paper. All right, this I'm gonna pack now. Okay, I did have a viewer sale from Mike B. Something I just listed actually. This guy right here. This statue. You'll see a picture of it there on the screen. So thank you, Mike. I always appreciate your business, man. That is actually pretty cool. And I didn't see many comps. I don't know that I saw an active comp. I actually had to get a worth point to look for this thing. So hope you like it, man. Appreciate it. Okay, the last of 4 items that are going out today. I've got the other stuff already packed up right there. A deck of Snow White cards, $5.99 plus shipping on top for those. So that is it as far as sales going out today. All right, I got my packages all ready to go, and I did get another order, and I have time, so I'm going to go ahead and pack it up now. Looking for Bob Kane, and it's one of these that are just in the styrofoam like this and not in the original box. Bob Kane and Matthews. That's not it. All right, yeah, this is it. Bob Kane statue. I will pop it open real quick just to verify. But yeah, this sold for $39.99 plus shipping on top. All right, a little tired of listing Batman and figures and toys and all that stuff. So I'm gonna do electronics for a minute. I'm gonna list this thing.
These meadows and forests.
VCR side works well. I'm standing here waiting. I put a DVD in there and I forgot I have to hit the source button. Big dummy. Okay, good, it's playing. This should work fine too. Come on, get through the FBI stuff and everything. Yep. Oh yeah, this works. Done. So yeah, this unit I actually sourced. Oh man, I just peeled the sticker off and threw it away. I wanted to prove it to you. Let's see. Can't get it out of there. Anyway, I'm sure y'all believe me. I believe this was an estate sale in Memphis, Tennessee, that I got this, and I paid $2.50. It was tagged $5, and I got it for $2.50, and it works fine, and doesn't have a remote. I'm gonna sell it just like this, no nothing with it. This unit, this Emerson, it's very odd. It's actually on. There's no power light. That's not a good sign. The DVD tray ejects and goes in, but nothing happens whenever I put a disc in. So this one is no good. I'm not gonna waste any more time on it. It's not even a high-end model anyway. It's going to the trash. Okie doke. I'm finally in the mood to test this printer out. It's a big one. It's a monster. I imagine, well, I don't know. We'll find out, but I imagine the ink, good chance the ink is dried up. But if it functions right and it prints to some extent and it appears as though it's just the ink, then I'll sell it. I think it has ink in here. Ugh, I've been screwing with this thing for, I don't know, 10-15 minutes now. I cannot get my Mac to recognize it at all. So I think I'm gonna bring it in the house and hook it up to my daughter's computer. She has a PC. See if I have any more luck with that than I do here. Hopefully I do. I don't want to sell this thing untested. Let's do some viewer questions. These are always fun. So this is a good one from Adonicami. I have a question for your future. Oh, I had a buyer who bought 2 listings of dishes. I shipped them in 2 separate boxes since they are breakable. The issue I had was I could only print 1 label with 1 tracking number. Is there a way to print a second label for the second box that will be trackable through eBay? And there's more, but I'll just go ahead and cut to the answer. If you go to your orders page, I got to be careful not to show customer data. But if you go to your orders page, go to all orders, and then you pull up the order that you want to like ship something else for. Actually, I think whenever you print a label, you also have off to the right, print another label for this shipment. But if you've already printed the label and gotten out of that interface, there's another way you can do it. And then it comes up with like the list of all of your sales here. I'm gonna get in real tight because I don't want to share data. And then from the drop down here, you can actually print shipping label, and you can print another label right there, and it will update the tracking numbers with eBay to show both tracking numbers. So that is a possibility. Okay, I'm gonna read this. This is a comment, and actually I kind of came up with the same conclusion after talking to someone. But Bag Lady Jones says, I zoomed in on one of your pics. You can see both tags and they are the same. Must just be optics. I think she's right. I think it might have been an optical illusion. If you don't know what I'm talking about, yesterday's video, right near the end, I showed 2 shoes that appear to be extremely different sizes. But after talking to some people, I think that it's an optical illusion. Whenever you get cameras in close and like one shoe is scooted up a little bit and then the angle can be different, you can really distort reality with a camera. especially if you're like in close. So I don't know. If both tags, like a couple of y'all told me both tags are the same, I'm gonna say that was an optical illusion. It was a really good one though. It was a really good one. I didn't message the buyer yet. I'm gonna go ahead and message them now and say, hey, if there's any problem with the size, just let me know, because she did ask a question about the size, not about the shoes being different sizes, but about the size in general. So I would say, hey, if there's any problem with the size, let me know. The other issue, or not issue, the other thing is, some of y'all will like this. The card that I send out with all the packages was in there, and it does have the YouTube video on there. So either way, if the shoes are right or the shoes are wrong, they might get a big kick out of seeing this on the YouTube channel. But yeah, I think it might be an optical illusion too, based on the camera optics. I agree. Okay, so I just checked the tracking on the shoes. They did get delivered today, so I will update you guys with any new information about these shoes. I did send a message regarding the size, so we'll see. Cross your fingers. I hope it was optical illusion though. Okay, I got a question 2 videos ago from Storage Slayer. Is the printer worth what it costs? So I have the Dymo 4XL right here, and you know, this isn't going to be a little clip where I, you know, match that up against other printers, because I've never had, well, actually I take that back. I had a Zebra way back in the day. I had a World Ship account when I was doing like part-time just electronics. This is back in the 90s, and it was okay, I guess. The Zebra is a good brand, but yeah, thermal printers in general, absolutely worth it if you do any kind of volume at all. Example, this thing, I bought these labels right here. These are generic labels that you can buy for $67 a case on eBay. And you get 20 rolls of 220 labels each roll. So that works out to like what, 4,400 labels. I ordered that case in April of last year, of 2018. I still have 4 rolls left. I still have over 800 labels left. And I do a pretty good bit of printing, not as much as like real high volume sellers. But you do the math on these labels, 1.5 cents per label, and there's no ink to buy. So yeah, definitely worth it. The initial expense was a little bit, you know, like I got this new open box on eBay for like 170, 180, something like that. I can't, somewhere around that, somewhere in that range. And then I bought the labels. So I put out like, you know, 250 bucks or something like that. And I am glad I did, because I haven't spent another dime on printing since April of 2018. I haven't spent another penny. And, you know, cross my fingers, as long as this thing continues to work, I won't spend another dime for at least probably 4 months or so when I have to order labels again. And before, I was buying, even though toner is, you know, relatively speaking kind of cheap, still kind of expensive. Some of these toners could be like 50, 60, 70 bucks or more. And then once you have that, now you got to buy like the peel and stick labels, which I was buying. So you're buying ink and you're buying labels. In this case, all you're buying is labels. So yeah, absolutely worth it for sure. No matter what brand you buy, Rollo, Dymo, Zebra, whatever it is, definitely worth it. All right, so I just brought this printer into my daughter's room, plugged it into her PC. PC recognized it immediately, installed it, whatever. I did a test print, and everything functioned fine. The only problem was nothing came out. Like the ink cartridges are just dried out, I'm sure. So I feel like I could probably sell this thing as working, needs new ink right now. I feel fairly certain that that's the case, because everything moved fine and everything. You know, the paper fed, print heads moved. But the only reason I'm not going to do that is because this thing is so heavy. It's like, I don't know, it's like 25 pounds, maybe 20 to 25 pounds. And it's going to be an expensive ship. So I want to make really sure that it's working correctly for my own benefit. I ordered $23 worth of ink cartridges. And I'm going to do like an actual test. And then in the listing, I'll also say, hey, these are new ink cartridges, only used once for this test. And I'll show the test prints. So I don't know. I'm going to end up having... I paid $15 for the thing, and then I paid $23 for the ink. So I'm gonna end up having $38 into this thing. If I can get an extra $10 to $20 for having the new ink in there and showing the test prints, then I'm good with that. So we'll see. We'll see. I do not love selling printers anyways. But what would you have done though? Would you have just like I said, I saw the print heads went across back and forth, fed the paper, everything's smooth. There's just nothing there other than a few like really scant lines because the ink is dried up. What would you have done with that? Okay guys, want to do a quick fundraising update for breast cancer. The breast cancer walk, Making Strides, Baton Rouge. Hey Candace.
Hi.
How we doing?
We're doing great. I mean, I'm overwhelmed with the response.
Yeah.
Really am. So this is how much we've raised so far.
When we say we mean you. You guys.
And Lonnie, you put in a lot of work with the mugs.
I have, but people had to like actually buy the things.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, look, $15.77. The mugs only account for $7.20 of that. So $857 has come in the form of just donations, like people just giving money. So we wanted to take a few minutes here to actually thank everybody that's donated. So thank everybody for the mugs, first of all. Hopefully you're all getting your mugs now, and put a card in each one of them, you know, thanking you personally. But we want to read off some thank yous for this.
Alice, Anonymous, Boobies Before Coffee, Brainstorm Rodeo, Carol V, Chris B, Dwayne H, Eldrick F, Jake R, Janet P, John M, John W. I don't know how to use that.
2 fingers.
Huh? Josh K, Catherine R, Leslie W, Michael G, Robin K, Ronald C, Sam W, Stephen D, Timothy L, and Todd H. Thank you so much. Like I said, I'm overwhelmed by the donations that are pouring in. I just keep getting notifications all day, and it's awesome. And yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah, I'm ready for this next batch of mugs. We got a bunch of mugs coming in. Plenty. There's gonna be, well, I'd like to say there's gonna be plenty to go around. I'm not 100% certain there's gonna be plenty to go around. So I think there will be though.
Yeah.
But yeah, things are going great. Like, this is the best we've ever done with this fundraiser. We've done it. This is the 3rd year in a row, and this is the best.
Yeah.
So y'all are doing awesome. Really appreciate everything y'all have done so far. So
Yep. Thank you guys, and we'll keep you updated.
yep. Bye y'all.
Bye.